All right, we're going to move on to the speaker portion of the meeting. First up, we have Sherrie Buzby, who is completing her second speech from the Competent Communicator Manual, Organizing Your Speech. Sherrie's speech is called Some Things Just Never Change, 5 Tips for Better People Pictures. Sherrie Buzby.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Just out of curiosity, by a show of hands, how many times in the last month have you had a conversation about how quick the world is changing? Say 3. How about 5? For me, it seems like it's a daily occurrence. And in front of me here, I have a small evolution of the cameras that I've owned in the last 30 years. And don't you hate it that just when you get comfortable with something and you feel like you've got it down, it changes? Well, you know what? I've got great news for you guys today. The basic principles that are used for taking good people pictures are the same ones that were used in the 1860s when they used tintype photos. Woohoo! Can I get an amen for something that's not constantly changing? Yes! Well, today I want to share with you 5 quick and easy tips on taking better pictures of people. The same principles that have been used that will continue to be used for the rest of our lives. Tip number 1, I'm going to show you some really simple, not very great situations from cell phone pictures that I've taken recently to illustrate these points. Tip number 1 is get closer to your subject, either by physically moving closer or zooming your camera in a little. Like I said, these are not vacation pictures, these are everyday situations. So here's my best friend's 3 kids, and here's a bad picture. There's a lot of background clutter, and if you can just zoom in and just avoid the distractions, you can get a shot like this. So what I recommend is to turn your camera vertically, fill the frame with your subject. If you have more than one person in your picture, group the faces together like they were a cluster of grapes. And then that way you have a focal point to pull in on. So same situation, just a second. By moving a little bit different, you get a much better composition. Point number 2, and I think I'll move around in front of this table now, see the pictures a little bit better. Point number 2 is to turn your subject. Turn them at a 45-degree angle instead of standing straight forward like you're doing a post office mugshot. It will immediately slim your person, take some more bulk off. So this is the first tip I tell everyone, is have their face stay the same, have their foot go back 45 degrees, and look at how instantly it eliminates some of the visual bulk that we have. So have their face looking at you, turn their body, and then turn it the other way as well. Have them stand there and bring this foot back. Because most of us do have a better side. Take the picture now and decide later which shot is the best. Third principle that I'll use, and as you all know, I think that I'm a huge animal lover. Whenever you're photographing children or pets, get down on their eye level. Eyes are the seat of the soul. They are the things that draw you in. Here's an example of a friend's dog that I was just standing and he looked up at me. And here's another friend's dog where I just got down on the eye level, bend on down. Get close to that eye. That draws you into the subject so you can connect with it. If you have someone who's really, really tall, stand back a little bit and zoom your camera in so that your eye angle seems to be closer to theirs and you're not looking up at them like that. Get down on their eye level. Next real common thing that's easy to do is to not pay attention to what your background is going to be. You have to remember that our eyes are the best cameras that have ever been or ever will be created. And we see in 3D, but still images are still one-dimensional. So watch out, tip number 4 is watch out for your background mergers. Here's a typical merger that sometimes we can't see. Flower pot, tree, picture growing out of someone's head. We've all done it. Here's another merger that's not quite as easy to detect, and that is what color clothing that you might be wearing. Where is my body? Okay, bad choice for Grand Canyon pictures. So try to make sure that you have some contrast between your outfit and your background. The 5th and probably most common problem that we get with cell phones, which I'm basing this mostly on cell phones because that's the #1 used camera in the United States today, are watching our background light. So when you're taking a photograph of a person, be really careful that if the background is brighter, you move them around just a little bit. This is my beautiful niece on her 16th birthday eating a ton of breakfast items. I said she could get whatever she wants. She ordered 2 dishes. Skinny as a stick, love her to death. But the background behind her is very, very bright, so she becomes a silhouette. For example, if I was taking a shot over here of Larry, you can see, if you squint, he becomes completely dark. So you want to move him around so that maybe you would have this wall behind him. So what I did is I moved on around and had my niece Jenna get next to me so that the background is darker. Same situation, I just moved her away from the window light, had the waitress take a picture of the 3 of us with a darker background. Here's another example of that. It's a little bit further away. It's still the same principle. This is a picture of my handsome husband, and there's just a little piece of light behind him. But you see, if you squint, that camera shutter is closing down, and you can see dark silhouette. So what I did is just moved him over about a foot so that the light was coming in on his face, and now it's not silhouetted. You can see your subject. So, to review, 5 quick and easy tips on getting better pictures of people. Number 1, get in closer. Number 2, turn your subjects. They will love you for it. Number 3, get on eye level with the person that you're photographing. Number 4, watch out for background mergers. And probably the most important thing is to use your light. And I'm way over. I was going to use models. So,